My name is Alex Swenor and I attended Into the Woods. Prompt 1. I thoroughly enjoyed the production and thought it was obvious how much work the cast and crew put into it. Even though I saw the production on the first night, the actors seemed prepared and well rehearsed. I did not see very many obvious weaknesses in the play outside of the one we were told not to discuss, which speaks to the overall quality of the play. Although it was hard to choose just one positive from the play, I personally felt that the actors were the linchpin on which the rest of the play rested. Everything about the acting was excellent. The enunciation, movement, and facial expressions were flawless, which made you feel for the actors. I found myself unusually attached to what I knew were fairy tale characters. I expected the singing to be subpar coming from student actors, but even that exceeded expectations. Their voices were clear and concise, and even with the subpar sound staging, were legible. Although the singing may not have been as impressive as some of the other aspects of the actor's performance at first glance, I would argue that if you factor in what I presume is an increased level of difficulty compared to the non-musical aspects of theater that actors normally portray, it was a highlight of the play. The actors were in complete harmony with the orchestra, and if there was a mistake with the synchronization between actor and music, I did not notice it. It was not just one or two actors who performed well, but rather the entire cast contributed in order to make the play a bag of mixed emotions. I laughed, felt sad, and at times even a little disturbed. I could not be more impressed with the student actors at Chico State. Prompt 2. I felt as though Jack's character arc was the most interesting and found myself most invested in what would happen to him. At the start of the play, Jack is a simple-minded young man who is stuck at home with his overbearing mother. He only has one friend in the world, his cow, and his mother even is forcing him to sell that. Eventually down his storyline, he gets the money to get his friend, the cow, back, and it seems at this point Jack takes control of his own life. Throughout the first half of the play, Jack is his mother's whipping boy, but at this point he stands up for himself. Even though it is the baker who he asserts himself to, and not his mother, it is the moment Jack goes from boy to man. I think this character has the ability to resonate with many young men attempting to break free from their protective parents. Even though I may be too old to directly identify with Jack at this point in my life, at one point I and many other young men can and do relate. End.